All right, we're continuing in the Maimer in Kuntresim Aleph that was said by the previous Rebbe in 1927 when he was sent from his from prison where he had been sentenced to death and miraculously escaped. He was sent from prison to exile in a city called Kostroma. And this is what he said when he got there. It was a mamar. The Jewish people are like a cluster of grapes. It's a pasuk from Gefen Mimitzrayim Tasiya, right? That you took out a cluster of grapes from Egypt. The Jewish people are moved from place to place. And the reason that they're moved from place to place is in order to improve them. That's what it means. The Jews, they got to Mount Sinai after they left Egypt. They said, we will do and we will understand. Nasa v'nishma. This is a tremendous improvement. The Rebbe said, why? What is so special about Na'aseh v'nishma that the Jews said before they received the Torah, we'll do it and then we'll understand it. So the Rebbe said, first of all, let's understand a little bit about let's understand what it means to understand God. It says, Su'u morom enechem umi ro'o mi bora ele. Mi and ele, the letters mi and ele, are the name of God, Elohim. Elohim is the garment or the tool that God uses to create the world. The world is called the city of our God. Ir Elokeinu. The world in general is made from the name Elohim, but the whole world is called the city of our God. Why? Because just like a city is made of houses, and the houses are made of bricks, so the world also is made of creations, and these creations are made from the letters of God. They're like bricks. I think we're on the third paragraph, right? Page 354? Or did we get to the next page? Huh? Good, okay. Yes. And the way the Jewish people, the reason God is called Elokeinu, we're supposed to say it 100 times a day. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu. Our God, our God, our God. Why do we say God is our God? Because we are the tool, the vehicle to reveal God in the world. I gave the example a lot of times. Like if you bring a television into this room and you turn it on, you realize that there's television waves have always been in this room. The room is filled with television waves, but you can't perceive it because you didn't have a proper instrument. Well, the Jews are the instrument for revealing the fact that God is constantly everywhere, and that God is infinitely good, and that God is creating everyone, and that God wants us to be partners with Him. But in order to be a proper instrument for God, so you have to have what we call bitul. A person has to be totally devoted to wanting the truth, to wanting to be a vehicle for revealing God. Just like it was in the Holy Temple. Okay, I think where we are. And the main thing is action. Oh. I think that's where we are. First word in line is velo. Velo, rest, good? Cold? Velo, okay. Well, Kamaim Razal, like the rabbi say, lo, see where we are? Lo, it's right in the middle of the page. Velo. First word on the line. Velo hamidrash ikar. The main thing is not learning, ella hamaisa, but action. The main thing is what you do. That's the main thing. Not the only thing, but the main thing is what you do. In other words, to learn the Torah, to know Kabbalah, to be a charismatic person, to lead a great congregation, to whatever, but not do the commandments, you're missing the main thing. On the other hand, if you just do the commandments without knowing any secrets, whatever, that's called like a body without a soul. It's not a body, but the body is the main thing. It's better than to have a body without a soul than a soul without a body. You tell a lady, you just gave birth to a 10-pound soul. There's no soul. Well, you have to have a body. If a woman gives birth to a child and the child is stillborn, God forbid, so you have a chance. Maybe you can bring it back to life. Maybe they can give it a shot. Maybe they can give it the fibroid of the heart. Something like that. The same thing, a person does the commandments with no life in it, maybe it says the commandments will bring him back to do good. Right? Maybe it'll draw life. It's very common that people can drown or get in a car accident and they give them first aid, start the heart beating, start the breathing, all of a sudden it comes back. So the body is like the mitzvahs, the commandments, that's the body. And all the meaning and the secrets and the Chassidus, that's like the soul. So you have to have both, but the main thing is the body. Like it says in the Zohar, Asiya le'ela. Action is the main thing. Asiya, action, le'ela is above. Homer Razal and the rabbis say, Tachli t'tshuva, Tachli t'chachma, the ultimate purpose of wisdom. What's the ultimate purpose of wisdom? Tshuva u'maisim tovim. Tshuva, returning to God, connecting to God, v'maisim tovim, and doing good deeds. We just learned the sikh about that. Do you remember? Moshe said to Korach. Korach said the main thing is doing the commandments, and everybody's equal. And Moshe said, even in the commandments, everyone is not equal. There's what's called maisim tovim. You can make the commandments shine. Tovim, shine. But here the Rebbe wants to bring out a different point. The ultimate purpose of wisdom. Chachma is the Torah. V'alomed Torah, and a person who learns Torah, Nikra is called a Chacham. It's called wise. The Torah, hi Chachmato. The Torah is God's wisdom. Yitbarech. Chachma Elokut. Wisdom of God. Shelamayla mikol chachmos, which is above all wisdom shabolam in the world. Lochen, therefore, hare, behold, halomde Torah, the people who learn Torah, nikrim talmidei chachamim. What does it mean, talmidei chachamim? That they're learning from chachma. Right? What is chachma? Chachma is above wisdom. According to the 10 sfirot, there's chachma, bina, dat. Right? Bina means understanding. Chachma is above understanding. Chachma means that a person connects himself to the source of wisdom, the source of understanding. The source of understanding. What's the source of understanding? Intellect, truth. Right? Truth. A person wants to connect himself to the truth. That's what's called a Talmid Chacham. He's learning from Chachma. He's learning from truth. That's the whole idea of the Torah. The whole idea of the Torah is the wisdom and the will of God right now. Not what God wanted a long time ago. It's not just the key to get into heaven. It's the wisdom and the will of the creator of the universe. He's creating us right now. Creating all the money, creating all the treasures, all the things that would make a person go crazy. Right? He wins the lottery, $1 million, $10 million, $100 million. I mean, God is creating all the money. Even more, He's creating you. Right? What's $100 billion worth if you're not alive? God is creating you right now. He's giving you life. He's creating the whole world. What's the reason why He's creating the world? That's called God's Chachma. That's in the Torah. So when a person learns the Torah, even the most simple ideas, he's really connecting himself to God's inner will. And those people who learn from the Torah are called Talmidei Chachamim. They are learning from God's will. They're learning from God's wisdom. She'im Talmidim, these are pupils, hamakabling, that they receive, min, from, hachachma ha'amitit, true wisdom. True wisdom. Another name for chachma, because it's above understanding, is also life. A chachma mechayed baleha. Wisdom, life. I was just reading about different cults and different religions. These things always interested me. one of the things that people get into cults and these things, suddenly they feel alive. Suddenly somebody stands up in front of them and they say things that you don't understand, right? All these cults and things, they break you down, first of all. They say you can't trust yourself, you don't know who you are, you're a big failure. Put yourself in our hands, right? So some people say this is foolish, but the people who say, yes, he's right, those are the people that go into the cults, right? They attach themselves to something which is above understanding. I'm coming from the source of understanding. You must connect to me. Only I really know. So on one hand, there is such a thing. I mean, the world really is a creation, and really you can't understand it. But you can misuse this fact. It says the more truth, the more the lie is believable. It says sheker ein lo raglan. The letter sheker. The previous Rebbe had a mimer, Bati Lagani, the last mimer that he made, and he talked about what is lies, falsehood is the word sheker. It explains, according to the Kabbalah, that kuf and resh are bad letters. That's the source of bad. But shin is a good letter. So sheker is shin, kuf resh. So in order for sheker to stand, you have to have truth. There has to be some truth to it. There has to be some truth involved. This is that. What is that truth? That truth is something that's above understanding. You don't understand it. You feel, oh, this is it. Communism had, there's going to be world peace, no more money. Oh, this is a good idea. Money is the problem. Right? They even say, and in the Germany, the Nazis would have a bigger Germany. The Germans are the superior people. Germany's going to rule over. Deutschland über alles. That's an idea. That's an idea. Do you understand it? To make any sense? It's above understanding, right?
That's where the rub comes, because then the lies are allowed to comment to explain what that truth is in whichever way they want it to go.
They once asked this Professor Viktor Frankl. I read a lot of his books, and he was lecturing at some university, and one of the pupils stood up and said, "What is the best, in your mind? What is the best political system, and economic system?" So he said, it happened to be in Karl Marx University in Vienna. That's what he writes. So he said, basically all political systems and economic systems have the same goal. They want that there should be good in the world. They want there should be peace in the world. Basically, he said, the whole question is, what means are they willing to use to achieve that goal? That's the only question. Right? If you see that there's a system that in order to achieve their goal, they're willing to kill people and to harm people, and this, so that's the problem, is the means. Since the end is in the end we can discuss. Everybody has their own points why, capitalism is better than communism, is better than socialism, is better than, But the question is, what means are you willing to use in order to achieve this end? That purify the means, then we'll talk about which system really achieves these goals that it claims to achieve. Right? For instance, communism had the most beautiful slogans and beautiful goals and beautiful utopian ideas, and maybe of any other movement. And they killed more people. Hundreds, tens of millions of people.
They must have liked killing people.
He sheyashgiach al atzmo. Tshuva. What is, okay. Tachlis hachacham is tshuva ma'asim tovim. Tshuva, what is tshuva? Tshuva, pirusho, means charata, regret. Hainu, da'avodah ha'emitit, that the true service shall call Adam of every person, who is shiashgiach, that he should mashgiach. What does mashgiach mean? First word, I'm sorry, went a little bit off the track here. De avoda emitit shall call Adam who sheyashgiach. What's yashgiach mean? That he should control al atzmo. Do you see where we are? The first word in the line is de avoda. The avoda emitit, the true service of everyone, is that a person should yashgiach. He should control himself. Zal achtik. he should put attention given, he should give attention, oiv zichalain, on himself. Pay attention to yourself. First of all, control yourself. Ukamo, and like al derech mashal. For instance, ha'av, a father, hamashgiach, that he observes. I want to call it control. It's not al beno, his son. Hari hu, behold he, Yodea, knows, Hamalot, last word on the line is Hamalot. See it? You have it? Are we with me? Yeah. The lad, a father knows the good qualities, Shel beno, of his son. V'Yodea, and knows, Gam, also, Hachisronot shelo, he knows his bad qualities. The Rambam, that's how the Rambam starts off in Hilchos Deos, that everyone is born with good qualities and with bad qualities. Everyone has qualities like jealousy, stinginess, how do you say, too much giving, right? Too much interested in pleasures. Ukasher hu ohavo, if a father loves his son, be'emet, really, Hare, behold, call in yono, the whole purpose, the whole, what do you say, intention, shela'av, of the father, who is letet koach, to give power, encouragement, motivation, lebano, to his son. Al yadei, by means of, shemalamdim tovim, he finds good teachers, for lishlach lamakom Torah, and sending him to a place of Torah, bichdei, in order, letaken, to fix, et chasronot, what is lacking, ulaharchiv maliotov, and to increase his good qualities, b'Torah, in Torah, and yirat shamayim, in fearing God. Generally speaking, let's just take an example of how it was in communist Russia, or even in America and all these other places, right? If a person learns Torah, at least he is exposed to ideas of absolute good, or not. If he has bad teachers, then they won't be good examples. They'll encourage bad actions. But if he has good teachers, then it'll encourage him to do the good things it says in the Torah. To care about others, to be honest, not to be lazy, not to lose your temper, never to get angry, never to have lust, to control yourself. True people are people. But the whole idea of the Torah is that a person should control himself. Control himself to do good, push himself to do good, and stopping himself to be bad. And the Torah tells you what good and bad is. Hine kamoke, and similarly, just as a person looks over his son, takes care of his son, similarly, kasher mashgiach al atzmo, when a person takes care and controls himself, yivaker, he will examine, kol masav, all of his deeds, dvoro, his words, umachshavotav, and his thoughts. That's supposed to be the idea of Kriya Shema before you go to sleep. Do you do such a thing? You say Kriya Shema before you go to sleep?
Yeah, first one.
So it's important to say, there's a whole big nusach, look over in English. There's a whole big paragraph that you say Tachanun, you say Lam Natseach. Look and see. Do as much as you want, but you should at least know what the whole thing is.
Ashkenaz is only one paragraph and you haven't put
Oh, that's it? Only one paragraph?
You do one paragraph of Shema, there's still a lot of stuff. It's like Tehillim 91 or something like that. There's still a lot of other stuff to it.
We'll have to look and see. You'll have to show me your siddur. I've never really examined closely an Ashkenazic siddur. In any case, even if you just say one sentence before you go to sleep, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, but you sit and think, listen, was I really the way I should be today? Did I really think the way I should think? Did I act the way I should act? Maybe yeah. Could be yes. Could be yes. I mean, there's always what to improve. You could do more. But also maybe no. Maybe I was a little lazy. Maybe I was a little jealous. Maybe I was a little negative. Maybe I let my mind stray a little bit. Okay, not the end of the world if you do bad things like that, but try not to do it again. Try not to do it again. What there was, okay, it was. Right? You did a bad thing. If it's really bad, then you should feel regret. But not too much. Don't go overboard. Oh yeah, I'm bad, I'm terrible, I'm sick, I'm low, I'm disgusting, I shouldn't even be alive. I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I'm a this, right? I'm crushed. There's people that are like that. Right? Those are the people that eventually either they leave Judaism totally because it's just so oppressive, and really they're oppressing themselves. Right? Or they go into some other crazy thing that just makes them feel good even for a little while. Right? They just feel so bad all the time. At least feel a little good for 10 minutes.
They do something where they can make everybody else miserable.
Or they try to make everybody else miserably loves company. Judaism is supposed to make a person happy. It's supposed to. If it doesn't make a person happy, you have to take advice. You have to go and take advice. Maybe you're driving yourself crazy. Maybe you have all your problems. Gesundheit. Umachshava dibur u'maisa she'enum tovim. If a person has thought, speech, and action that's not good, yitcharet aleim. Have regrets. Have regrets. V'zeu tachlit ha'chachma. That's what it means. The ultimate purpose of wisdom, tshuva and maisim tovim, is doing tshuva and good deeds. The tachlit ha'chachma. I think there's paper. You have these papers over? The toilet paper, the nose paper. Yeah. Here we go. Huh?
I've used it.
This is used? Oh, well, this is even better. Oh,
You know it works.
it worked. That worked. It was tested. Factory tested. Factory tested tissue. Tachlit ha'chachma. What is the purpose of wisdom? What is the purpose of the truth? Hi hacharata, is to regret. What do you mean regret? That you say, I didn't do exactly what I should. I got to fix myself up. B'chedei, in order, shekol asiyutav, so that everything that he does, and remember, action is the main thing, should be maisim tovim. They should be good deeds. All right, we'll take a 1-minute break.